Hey everybody, I hope all is well with you and that things are cool in your world. Wanted to speak with you a little today about how it was that Carmelita became, the song Carmelita became used in Showtime's Californication. It was used in the season 3 finale in the opening scene, and it was also featured on the season 3 soundtrack, which you can get on CD and online and everywhere else. But it's kind of funny because Gigi and I, we knew that Carnival of Excess was so different than any of his other recordings that there was a chance something like this may happen. We thought it was going to be either Outskirts of Life or Carmelita that, somebody would have interest in. Now, back then there wasn't iTunes, there wasn't, MySpace, Facebook, there wasn't even the internet. So when we were talking about this in jail, when he was in prison, I was visiting him in Jackson, in Michigan, and we were chatting about this. We kind of figured that one of these songs were going to get played a lot on college radio. And back then, that's how, if you were getting played on the college radio circuit, that means you're doing pretty good. You're getting a pretty wide exposure. So like I said, in fact, here's a fun little fact. He actually took out a swear word or two from Outskirts of Life, so there wouldn't be any swear words in it. Thinking that, okay, this might be the song that college radio picks up on. I think there was like 2 or 3 songs in Carnival that don't have swear words, or minimal amounts of swear words in them. And so I always thought that was kind of funny. Between that and the female backing vocals, again, very different than other GG records. But anyways, so it wasn't too surprising then when one day, when I was first kind of getting the label going, I got a call from the music person at Showtime, and they were inquiring about using Carmelita in the show. And I was blown away. Kind of like, wow, how would they pick that song? Well, it turns out that the producer of Californication is a big fan of Warren Zevon's music, and they had heard Gigi's cover of Carmelita from the Carnival of Excess album, and were kind of, they were kind of blown away. They really enjoyed it and liked it a lot. Actually, it was told to me that they liked it better than Zevon's original. It had a little more gruff, a little more dirt behind it. Anyways, so yeah, they when I was talking to the girl, I said, well, how's it going to be used? This was my first time dealing with this. I had never really dealt with it. I guess I had on kind of some independent films, but never on a scale of Showtime, wanting to license, some music. So it was kind of cool. We went through, I had asked her, so how's it going to be used? And at that time, she didn't really know, so she couldn't tell me. But I was surprised at how quickly they turned that scene around. I mean, because about probably 2 days later, I got a call from her, and she was just telling me how much I'm going to love the way it was used. And, it was just really poignant and very cool. And, and then that's when she told me, too, it was going to be on the soundtrack as well, which was really cool. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, man, Gigi is fucking selling out, whatever. I'm going to tell you something. Gigi would have absolutely loved this. We talked about it. I didn't think it would be to this scale when we were talking about it in terms of, the exposure or whatever. But, to get GG Allin on Showtime, on a Showtime show, Californication, which, was one of their more successful series, it was kind of cool. And I know Gigi would have loved it. I didn't have Showtime. I ended up getting Showtime just to see it. So it was kind of a big deal when it came out too. You know, just watching how it was used and watching Duchovny floating around in the pool with GG Allin, you know, his music going in the background. There was a little bit of satisfaction from my perspective of, you know, wow, you know, the work that we did on Carnival of Excess got GG this, you know, national, maybe international exposure on that level of a show. I think he would have been really, really stoked with that. And in fact, I'm sure of it. Like I said, we knew it was either going to be Carnival or Outskirts of Life, one of those two. I'm sorry, Carmelita, not Carnival, or Outskirts of Life. But, you know, there's something about that Carmelita song, man, that really grabs people, even if you're not a fan of Gigi's. Maybe it's the accordion, maybe it's the female backing vocals, maybe it's just Gigi, you know, just being Gigi. I really think that was, he loved it too, man. He really liked both the acoustic and the studio versions of that song. So I was really stoked when Showtime decided to use it. And, you know, if you haven't seen it, I think it's on YouTube. You know, if you type in GG Allin Californication, I'm sure it'll come up. Or if you have, you know, the DVDs or whatever. Like I said, it's opening scene of the season finale of season 3. And then it's also on the soundtrack too. And actually, it's kind of funny because they were doing another scene in a later episode, and they got a hold of me and they wanted to use a poster, a GG Allin poster. I think they were doing some scene in a nightclub. So you know, a little sidebar. So yeah, there's two GG things in Showtime's Californication, but most importantly, it was the you know, when they used Carmelita. So, you know, go through, check it out. It's pretty cool. I appreciate you guys, you know, watching and checking out the content on the channel. I'm going to be uploading a lot more, not only GG Allin content, but some Tiny Tim stuff and some other folks as well. So check out the other content on the channel. You can hear all the Ponk artists, GG, Tiny Tim, Sleepy LaBeef, all of them, on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, all the typical streaming places. So check it out. And if you could, man, give me a subscribe and a like and comment. Tell me what you think about it. You know, tell me what you think about GG on Californication. Let me know what you think, if you like it or hate it or you think it sucks or whatever. I'd love to hear it. So that's all I got. You know, an unlikely pairing of GG Allin and Showtime, but they did a really fantastic job of how they used his song, and I know GG would have loved it. So that's all I got for you today. Until we see each other again next time, you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for checking in.